Hello, and welcome back to Fallout 76. I am Wiggle, and this is Scrapping the Pit. This is my attempt to clean the pit out as best as I can, specifically Union dues. Every time I do this event, I see so much stuff around. I pick up as much as I possibly can, but I know I don't get everything. And so my plan today is to kill and loot every enemy in here and in the depot, and pick up every piece of junk that I can find. And at the end, I will show you what I got. Now, I'll be using, let's see. I'll be using just a flaming chainsaw. My guns, I won't be using at all. And what I'm starting with, ammo-wise, is just some ultracite ammo that I couldn't fit in my stash box. Fusion cores, I have 35, and I have some film. And so all the ammo that I pick up, I shouldn't get any ultracite ammo by using the chainsaw, but I'll get a lot of other kinds of ammo. You can see I have no junk. I do have aid, but I can't fit it in my stash. So but I will show you what magazines and bobbleheads, if any, that I get. And my assumption also is that enemies won't respawn at a certain point. So I'll actually be able to, I mean, if they spawn forever, then obviously looting everything won't be possible. I already check in things more than one time just because I'm not sure where I've been already. Well, as near as I can tell, it's not an endless spawn of enemies. Oh, wow. So once you clear things out, the Union people come in. That's interesting. Well, there's all the ingots. So I've been at least thorough enough to get all of those. Master Infiltrator is definitely making things quicker. Just the one click on the on locked things is nice. I think I'm done out here. I've double checked everything, and if I missed something, I missed it, but I don't think I did. So now it's time to go into the foundry after I kill this rad roach and do it all over again. Well, once you get inside, it seems like the same rules apply to outside. Once you kill stuff, things don't really tend to respawn. At least that's not so far. So it's kind of nice. You can actually kill the enemies in a certain area and then loot that area in peace and move on to the next one. But looting this place systematically is one tough chore. As I was saying, the hardest part about this is when you move into a new area and enemies are just kind of all over the place. And so if you want to go about eliminating the enemies, you end up moving around in not the most, I don't know, strategic way. So then you got to backtrack and try and figure out where you started so you can actually do the looting. It only took me 55 minutes to get to the objective in question. Well, I just passed the 1 hour mark here in the pit, and I am still looting. So yeah, if you want to replicate this, allow some time. Alright, all the objectives are done, so in theory, that should keep, this should be the last enemies that spawn. Looks like I still have quite a bit to loot. Alright, well, I've been in here for what feels like ever, and, yeah, I'm finding the same places over and over again, and I'm not finding any additional loot, and I'm sure there's something I've missed. Probably more than one something. But I've been as thorough as I think I can be, so now it is time to head back to the pen and finish this thing up. Alright, that was almost about an hour and a half, pretty close to it. Let's see how we did. I'm going to show... first of all, I'm going to show all the weapons, because then I'm going to break them down, and I'll show you how much junk after we break them down. But if you are looking for weapon mods, there are... none of the legendary stuff. That stuff I already have. But you can see a couple of chainsaws. I think there's supposed to be a couple more, but I could not find them. Laser rifles, combat shotguns, a couple of drills, Fat Man, various grenades. I had Nuka grenades, but I didn't have any other kind. Lever action, Molotovs, pipe bolt action. So you get kind of a pipe wrenches. Kind of a wide assortment of recon pistols, laser rifles, assault rifles, shotguns. I mean, you just get so many different kinds of weapons here. So if you want to learn mods for things, this is a good place to go if you want to loot everything. Now, as far as ammo goes, all I had was the ultrasight ammo, and what did I have? I had film, and I think that's it. So you can see you get a pretty wide assortment. I mean, not gigantic amounts of anything, but if you do this over and over with melee weapons, I mean, I got 499 of 5mm arrows, and I even got a mini nuke. So you will get a fair bit of just random ammo. So this is a good place to run over and over again if you just have lots of different guns and you want to accumulate ammo, especially once we get our ammo stash box. So now I'm going to break down all those guns and I'll show you how much junk we actually have. One thing I did forget to show, I did pick up a few armor pieces too. Not as much as we've got guns, but still quite a few armor pieces. Metal chest pieces. I got a robot piece. I just scrapped another one. So a couple of robot pieces, leather, another robot, some T-45 pieces, almost enough for a full set. We're just missing torso, looks like. And then some of the recon stuff's mine. So yeah, now we'll break everything down. Now, as far as caps go, I did pick up a bit. So what I'm going to do, that's how many caps I have. And if I'm able to determine, because I did pull up inventory, so if I'm able to determine how many caps I started with, I'll put a little graphic on the screen right here to show how much I started with versus how much I have now. So we can see how many caps I got. I don't think it was a whole lot, but I could be wrong. And also as far as aid, I forgot to show, obviously not the drugs, but I did pick up a sneak bobblehead, and I think I picked up another, was it just, maybe it was just the one bobblehead. I'm not seeing it. So yeah, I just picked up one bobblehead, which is kind of surprising. I found magazines in here before, but obviously that stuff's not set in stone. As far as the junk goes, this is what we ended up with. 47 aluminum, ballistic fiber, a bit of ceramics, quite a bit of circuits actually. Although that alien event gave us so many circuits, nobody cares. Copper, decent amount of copper, a little bit of cork, a lot of adhesive. Let's see, fiberglass, glass, which is kind of everywhere. Lead, that's a decent amount of lead actually, and since I didn't use any ammo, that's nice. Some screws, but you get those from Earl. Decent amount of springs and gears. Quite a bit of plastic. Wow, that's a lot of plastic. Nuclear waste, cloth, that's kind of everywhere as well. Rubber, that's a decent amount of rubber. A ton of steel, but that's kind of everywhere. A lot of acid actually. Antiseptic, a lot of oil. Actually, that's a really good, it's hard to find oil in large quantities. So yeah, a lot of oil in here. A lot of wood as well. So that is, yeah. And that is scrapping the pit. I'm sure I missed something, and I'm sure people watching will say, hey, you missed this, you missed this. But I was about as thorough as I could be. I spent almost an hour and a half in here. So I hope you found this interesting. It was something I needed to do to satisfy my own curiosity. If you did like it, please subscribe. And as always, I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.